energy is the Queen of Swords. And some of you, this means an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It may be their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. Now, the key word for this card is independence, which is a very strong theme. There was a lot of air energy this week. The Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, a lot of Aquarius energy. And Aquarius is a sign who values independence, doing something your way, and highly intellectual, very original. This is a sign prone to genius, stepping outside of the box, being innovative, forging forward, future-oriented. But it's also a sign that can be rebellious and sometimes a rebel without a cause, simply not wanting to be part of the crowd just because, or, fighting the ghosts in the machine. It can be someone who's eccentric, difficult to understand. Now, on this card, the sword is downward, and usually an upright sword is clear communication and truth. And, I don't know if that was considered when they designed this card, but usually downward swords means there's some kind of difficulty. So for some, there's difficulty in communicating or getting the answers needed or getting the truth or finding a solution. Now, the Queen of Swords can be someone who is divorced or single or widowed or separated. Maybe she doesn't have children. She could be very career oriented. She can be a little bit bitter given experiences that she's suffered through over time, which colors the way she views the world and how she deals with people. In other cases, she's intellectual, she's the educator, she's ambitious, she's a professor, or somebody who is involved professionally. Maybe she's fighting on your behalf. Maybe she's an advisor of some sort, or she's an attorney. She could be an idealist, because the sign of Aquarius is also progressive, humanitarian. Now, again, she may be a Libra, or she could be a Gemini. But so, the mind, the intellectual process is important to this person. This is someone with strong will and good communication skills, very sharp, to the point. Maybe they're sarcastic, quick on their feet, very witty, but also with the power to wound or puncture with their words. So this is a day where you're focused on your independence, maybe standing up for yourself, getting some kind of good counsel. And in the positive, this is someone who's inspirational. Maybe she's making decisions, making a judgment. She's managing others, and she's good at what she does. She's very effective. Nothing goes to waste. She knows how to use her skills, and today is a day where whatever you do, whatever you're involved in, it's meant to highlight your skills, showcase your abilities, what you can do. And it's also a day where maybe you're using that Queen of Pentacles, getting some answers, because you want to clarify, what's at stake here for you. What are your interests? What are your obligations? Now, some of you, maybe you're dealing with something medical or legal. And remember, earlier in the week, we talked about, illnesses that may be difficult to diagnose, or difficulty with medication, side effects. And today, maybe you're really focused on taking better care of your health, and the Queen of Pentacles has to do with nurturing yourself or someone close. And maybe health is your top priority, as it should be. So once again, you're focused on being efficient, organizing, planning, and working in a manner that connects to a timetable, a schedule that you want to stay on track. You don't want to be disrupted. So again, using your foresight, being a good judge of character, a good negotiator is important. It's important that you accurately gauge situations because you could very well take on more than you can handle. And we had cards about judgment and limitation and, removing yourself from things that don't really concern you, getting too involved, trying to make decisions that have nothing to do with you, and taking on some extra burden. So some of you, maybe you're paying the consequence for some rash behavior. The judgment card we had earlier said maybe you're reconsidering some of the choices, some of the decisions you made. Maybe you rushed into something without really thinking about it. Or you may find that there is some element of gossip or betrayal or one-upmanship or competition, and that somebody is working for you and against you. Maybe this is a friend, but they also have some negative things to say about you when you're not around. Or, I don't know what it is, but there's some duality here, something that is, if not duplicitous, there's a duality about it. Now, it can also be that something in a situation is causing you to misrepresent yourself. Maybe there's something you want or you have a goal and you're willing to embellish or distort. Maybe you say you're more educated, more skilled, more knowledgeable than you really are. Or maybe you lead someone to believe that you're more emotionally invested than you are. And getting together with other people is important as far as looking at your intention. Is it really based on something that is mutual, or this is about the conquest, the win, the competition, getting their affection, getting them to do what you want, getting them to see your vantage point? Or are you connecting based on, divorce and hardship and suffering and failed relationships and, a world perspective that's negative? Some of you, this is about pushing people or matters too far. And the overarching theme is about overstepping boundaries. This can be tyrannical behavior. You want something done and you want it done now. Or you've made all this sacrifice and now you want to see some results. Or, you're willing to work, these extremely long hours and you expect others to put in that same effort. So for some of you, there's the consequence of mishandling something. This is a queen who can, keep the harmony, or she can start a war. This is a day where you have stronger awareness. Your intuition is very helpful, and it's going to give you some kind of edge that helps you overcome something, prevent a disaster or a problem or a challenge, and probably just in the nick of time.